Hello guys, this is Base. Sorry for not uploading a video for the last update. Again, I'll explain more at the end. But holy fucking shit, we are getting the Angel Beats collab in Global. Fucking finally, man. Here's what you need to know. Starting from May 16th, we'll have the upcoming Angel Beats collab side story event that is where the Cosmos Bloom event focusing on the drummer of Goes de Monster, Miyuki IRIE. Written by this game's own Jun Maeda, this story that will make you look at this unassuming character in the anime and to a lesser extent in the visual novel, and to me, appreciate her greatness. Though, this collab is limited, one of the 3 limited side story events released in HBR thus far, so I would recommend reading this story within this time period. If you can't, there's always the reunion of it in the second collab. Also, for the ones who read Angel Beat's first beat, the HBR collab events is basically second beat. Now, to celebrate the 180-day anniversary, dang, we really are 6 months into this game. How time fucking flies, huh? We will have a login bonus. 15 days, 3,000 quartz, alongside free pools. 15 days and 150 pools in total, baby. A 10 pool each day. And for free-to-play players specifically, this is an opportunity to get more SS into your account. So, hopefully, we are all lucky during this period. Then, another power training campaign from Nanamin. Hopefully, the rewards are more for the celebration and all that. Another thing is that during each weekend of the event, you can get 1,000 quartz by completing event missions. There's also another login bonus, but I'll explain it later since it's tied to the collab. We will also be getting a new game mode with this update called Arts Battle. I haven't personally played it despite it releasing over a year ago, but from what I've heard, it's basically a roguelike dungeon card game where you can use unlockable memorias as buffs during fights against random enemies. These unlockable memorias, known as Arts Card, has a turn cost, and enemies also have their own turn value based on how many turns it takes to defeat them. The faster you beat them, the better, because clearing many cards earns you scores, and getting a high score means you need to kill all enemies as fast as possible. Another thing is that character stats don't matter here. You start off at level 1 and the max stats you can reach are 999. You can level up by defeating enemies and you boost your power and toughness either by leveling or using arts cards. There's also an endless mode. It's a seasonal thing game mode, so it resets by season, and like the rhythm game, it has some quartz for you to get. That's basically the extent of my knowledge of the game mode. Sorry if you think I didn't explain it very well. Like I said, I haven't touched it at all. Now we get to the collab memorias. 1 banner, 2 new SS memorias, and the welfare S memoria for the event. And no, we are not getting SS IRIE. That's for the second collab event later down the line for those who are curious. Also, this event's banner is 200 pools. We already stated that in the early releases of HBR, so not the usual 150. So keep that in mind for those who are intending to spark or go for the hard pity. First up is Earth Angel Kanade Tachibana, who is a single target light slash attacker that can basically be your light team DPS for the foreseeable future. Her second non-EX skill, yes, she has 2 non-EX skills, same as the other SS I'll explain, but the other one isn't that important because this 5 SP non-EX skill 1 gives her the Mind Eye buff, and her EX skill gives a light attack up alongside the DPS attack. For some added utility, the 5 SP non-EX skill will be an important skill for Kanade SS2 if you get her later down the line as well, as she can become a top class ice damage dealer once the meta era of Union and Sutama ends and Diba Ruka and Admiral Aoi's meta era begins. Yes, this also applies to her SS1 light DPS capabilities too. Now the other SS, Rainfire Yuri Nakamura, is a single target Pierce Fire Blaster that, despite being categorized as a blaster, the one who usually just increases destruction rates or DR, is basically an attacker too. One of the strongest DPS in Fire Team at that. Her main highlight is her EX skill, high hit count at 10, increases the DR of your enemies if the DP is broken, has a plus 30% HP modifier that attackers usually have, and deals big damage. Her run with Fire Team was generational. Even if Unison Ruka will come later down the line and she isn't the top dog anymore, she's still very worth it because you can get her for free. But I'll explain that later. From an elemental perspective, Kanade is a solid candidate to pull, especially if you intend to get her SS2 later on, or just want to use her SS1 for your light team. Honestly, same with YURI for far team. Both are really good DPS for their respective elements, and again, if you're pulling on this banner, you're just hoping to get Kanade anyway. Though, as always, if you love the characters, their artwork, or want their specific abilities, feel free to pull for them. But since they're limited, I highly recommend pulling for them. Now for the reason. Like the servers that came before, we will be getting YURI for free. You just need to log in for 10 days for the tickets and 50 livestones too. And there's a ticket banner where you can do a tent pool with her in it guaranteed. Simply log in for 10 days, it's very worth it. You really don't want to miss out on one of the best fire damage dealers this game has to offer. Next is the paid 10 step up banner. Kanade and YURI are not rate ups in this banner, but steps 5 and 10 guarantee at least one of them. So for those who are feeling lucky and got some money to spend, whales and leviathans, please do so. We don't want EOS jokes becoming real, do we? It only costs about 19,200 paid quartz to do all 10 steps. And the Angel Beats Collab Premium Packs A, B, C, and D will be the most beneficial way to go about it. Not to mention, with this update, the first top up bonus for packs quartz will be reset for a limited time. So if you already spent money on quartz before, the extra bonus stuff you got for the first time will come back thanks to this reset, making it a great opportunity to get even more value out of your purchases. There's also a fire type featured recruitment, but you know the drill by now, these banners are almost always skip. Oh yeah, forgot to mention, one of the standout event S memorials in the game is Pure Cosmos IRIE, because if you're starting out and are in need of a healer, she can definitely be your go-to despite being an S Memoria. Much more once her SS comes later on. Specifically, I'm talking about the skill that gives you good healing for your entire squad with defense up buff on your front line on top of that. You can get her in the event shop for free, so don't miss out on getting her and maxing out her limit break. Lastly, I'm sincerely sorry for not making a video for the last update because during that time, I was in Kansai, and ironically enough, Megumin's hometown of Osaka too. I very much made most of the opportunity visiting a bunch of places in Kansai, and yes, I did manage to hear actual Kansai Ben over there. And after that, I've been going back and forth catching up with what I missed academically since it's almost finals and deadline week, so I didn't have time to do one, much less a community post. Really sorry about that. I'll try, not hope, try to actually continue making these videos because from when I write these scripts to uploading the video itself, I make sure to enjoy the entire process. And yeah, that's the video, I guess. Please subscribe to the notification bell so I have videos. Just friend watch this video right here. So yeah, see you next time. Bye.